Hey guys, welcome back to another Crimson Moon unboxing. We're going to be checking out Warmachine, Shadows and Scum. This is the new two-player starter set from Warmachine, concentrating more on the Horde's factions. I want to say it is the Chimera versus the Trollbloods. This is hot off of the previous two-player starter, which was the more focused Warmachine. I believe it was Kador versus the Signar, and this is everything you receive in this box. I didn't get the Warmachine starter. I thought this looked really cool. I love the dragon aspect, and I mean, who doesn't love a giant shark with big teeth like that? But everything that you need to start playing is in here. Of course, I've read a lot of reviews online about different stuff that is missing, and it kind of tells you in the box that what it is missing and what you need. You'll be needing some 6-sided dice, tape measure or some sort of measuring device, and a handful of tokens just to mark your rage and fury, or whatever it's called, for your beasts. But inside here you will receive the Shard Nocturne Cadre, which is the Chimera side, and you will have one Valix, which is your Warlock, one Aklis War Beast, one Pathia Solo, one Regulus, and 3 Shades, which I'm guessing are your little troops. And then on the Trollbloods, which are the Foul Bloods Cadre, you get one Commander, which is the Foul Blood Warlock, or Commodore, which I guess it's more of a pirate theme. A Commodore Warlock. You'll get one Chum War Beast, which is my favorite right there. He just looks really cool. And you also get one Bog Solo, a Sully, and then 3 Lacha Bash Brothers unit. Now, forgive me for butchering a lot of these names, because I'm not too caught up on the lore behind what's going on with Warmachine. This starter just looked really cool, and it's something that we're really thinking about getting fixed up and bringing it to the channel. This is 30 points for each side, so you're gonna have a solid start to start your army, and you could always expand with further miniatures from the Steamforged games line that they have on their website. And this new MK4, I guess I want to say, I don't know if it is MK4, forgive me if it isn't, but to me, I guess it is MK4. They're expanding, they're bringing a lot of more miniatures, a lot more cadres, and it's looking really fun. Looks like a lot of stuff that Steamforged has been hard at work to try and bring Warmachine back into the fray, basically, if you want to say, since it's been kind of absent. But without further delay, we'll open this bad boy up and take a look at all the sweet models that are in here. All right, so we've got all the plastic off, so we're just gonna open this bad boy up. Forgive me because I am only using one hand, so I will try my best to try and get this out of its box. All right, so there's one packet here, and it looks like it's all plastic, where previously it was resin. Steamforged has gone to the plastic side of things. And then we have all our bases. We have, let's see if I can get that last plastic. Looks like this is gonna be a heavy one too. So we'll have the other set. So I'm guessing one set is probably gonna be the Trollbloods, and the other side is gonna be the Chimera. Then we have our handy dandy pamphlet here. And this gives you a little code so that you can scan, so that you can further expand on your armies. Basically, for each one, you definitely need the app, so that's something that you would definitely want to download as soon as possible. And everything's free online for this game. Your rules are all free, the cards, you can download everything that you need to play. Just like the box said, you do need some dice, you do need some tokens, and of course some terrain, so that way you can have your battle, your area ready to play, basically. So step one, you'd scan the code, and that has instructions on how to build your miniatures, which would come in very handy unless you know how to wing it. And then step 2 is the Warmachine app that you would go ahead and download, which I do have right over here. This is the actual app right here. You have your play to create your match. You have your force that you can create. And then if you just want to take a look at some cards, you can take a look at all the different cards. And these are all the different factions that are all going on right now, with even more factions that are coming out. Yeah, that would be the app that you'd want to take a look at. All right, and then the front is just a nice little poster you can hang up somewhere. All right, so let's take a look at these models and see just how many pieces there is. All righty, guys, so I have it on kind of a tripod here, so that way I can kind of better show you the models. Probably should have done this from the very beginning. I apologize for that. But then this is the sprues for the Chimera. These are all the different characters. This will be the units, the warlock. I'm not too sure what this belongs to, but as you can see, there is a lot of detail on these models. Doesn't seem like they've lost anything, even from going from resin to plastic. In fact, I kind of like the plastic more because that means it's going to be way more easier to fix. I mean, don't get me wrong, I did enjoy the resin just because it was like one solid piece and it wasn't in so many pieces, which means that you would have less time having to glue stuff because they were usually just like one solid piece and all you'd have to do is just glue it to the base and you're pretty much ready to rock and roll. But these are some, if I can get the camera to kind of focus on some of these pieces, you can see that there is lots and lots of detail on these Chimera miniatures. And if I can get maybe on this opposite side, and they are numbered, and it doesn't come with instructions inside the box, so you would need to download the app in order so that way you can well, I don't think you download the app. You just need to scan that QR code and then it will take you to the Steamforged website. I'm pretty sure that's going to have all your information on how to glue everything together. Now, the cool thing about this is that you don't need like any specific glue, super glue, just any super glue will work just fine. Yeah, there we go. That's much better. My camera tends to never focus at the right time. And there's even more, it's like another character right there, if I can get it to focus. But this is all the Chimera parts, and then we'll be taking, oh, this looks like the big war beast. Yeah, that's definitely the big war beast. You can tell because of those big wings, and I'm guessing that's its tail. And I look forward to getting these guys together. I wouldn't mind getting some paint on them and then bringing that battle report to you guys on the channel. And then this was going to be all the Troll Bloods, or they're not called Troll Bloods, they're called the Foul Bloods, the Foul Bloods cadre. And I think that's how they're kind of distinguished now, is they're different cadres now. That's how you make your armies. It looks like that's really cool. There's a little rifle there. And I don't think these war beasts have like different loadouts. From what I heard, there were in the resin pieces, or the resin stuff from Privateer, they would have different weapon loadouts that you'd have to magnetize. This starter doesn't come with any magnets, and I'm thinking it's because there's just the one set loadout and that's it. You don't get like a variety of it. That looks almost like the Chimera piece, but might be the one of the either the solos or the unit. So I don't see any shark pieces here, so I don't think any of these are going to be for the war beast himself. And I do look forward to gluing that guy together. That guy just looks sweet. Yeah, this is probably another part of that unit. So this is probably the same sprue as the last one we looked at, which was, I think it was the first one. And that's going to be the unit itself. It's a nice little blade. But yeah, guys, the plastic looks really nice. The detail is there. There is nothing missing on these. They didn't miss a beat with any of this. Oh, here we go. This is a big war beast. You can tell because of its huge, I'm guessing that's probably part of his back. And then that's an arm. And there's a fish with, looks like a bomb. I don't know. That looks weird. And then there's the mighty hand right there. Where's his jaws? That's what I want to look at. Almost Meg-ish looking, but this looks really cool. All right, and that's pretty much everything that comes in the box. You're looking at the app here real quick. We can kind of take a look. We got the Brine Marauders, and I'm guessing that this is where the cadres are. If it loads up real quick. Hopefully I don't knock down my camera. It's taking a while to load. I was hoping it didn't take that long, but it looks like it will. There we go. All right, so the Commodore. So this is the guy that comes in the box. As you see here, you got all his rules. And I want to say you also have like a point system. Well, that's his health right there. And then these are just different abilities. And then this is all his stats. So really cool how they have the app. I want to say, I think there is an annual subscription that you can do, and then there's just a free subscription. The annual one, I think you get free miniatures, and if you have a 3D printer, you can even print out an army that they're doing on My Mini Factory or Mini Factory with that website. There's Chum. He just looks terrific. There's his points right there, 0.60. I'm sorry that you can't really see. So my camera's not the greatest. But then here's all his weapons, and I think on some of the other ones you do have different loadouts that you can do. So these are just all set. They don't have like extra loadouts or anything. So the starter's pretty much just going to come with whatever loadout that's in the box. And you got the booty bonds. Okay, these are all solos. I think there was Sully. Yeah, Sully was the other guy. I kind of wish there was a bigger picture so you can kind of take a look at the character, but I mean, you could probably just look at it on the box itself. Different weapon loadouts, here they're different abilities. So if you guys haven't checked out the app itself, highly recommend checking it out if you're thinking about Warmachine, because the app is completely free. Unless, like I said, you want to do the annual subscription, but that's something you can do way later. Just so you can try out the game, I would say pick up a starter, then download the app, and you're pretty much ready to go. Command cards, and then if I could just take a look, one last look. The units. I don't remember what the name of the unit was. Let me see, because I don't see them there. Let me see. It was it the brothers? Oh yeah, it was the brothers. So we're looking at these guys. So these guys are in the box, and then they have different names, and of course they're different weapons: the heavy rifles, the bayonets, and that's just the Trollbloods. The other army is going to be in here as well, which is the Chimera. They'll have their own little factions you can take a look at. But just wanted to give you a quick look at how the app looks and how it works. There's even some lore if you're into the lore aspect of it. Here's all your rule set and the different, I guess this is for like tournament play. So some of them you'll see that you could download. Those are the ones that are free. The ones that have a lock, those are the ones that you have to do the subscription. And I want to say there's two different subscriptions. I think there's a cheap one, and then there's of course the annual one. So this is something that I'm going to probably be thinking about. It just depends on how much I love Warmachine, I guess, and how if I could get into it. But I definitely want to get this box fixed up, and maybe we can bring some battle reports to the channel very soon. But all right, guys, that's pretty much going to be it for this one. Once again, if you guys are wanting to check out Warmachine, I would start with one of these starters. Either if you're into like war beasts and big monsters, Fury, this would probably be the box set for you to get. Shadows and Scum. But then there's also the classic Warmachine box that has Signar versus Khador, and I don't know the name of that box set, but that one is out there, and it's all available on Steamforged games if you guys want to check that out. But guys, if you haven't liked and subscribed to our channel, don't forget to hit that like button on the very bottom, so that way you won't miss out on any content. And we are still working on content to come very soon, and we'll see if we can bring you some more videos very, very soon. All right, guys, appreciate all the love, appreciate the help, and we appreciate the support. Guys, stay safe out there, keep rolling your favorite dice, and don't forget, always paint your walls crimson. Take care.